Okay, hi everyone. FJ here again. It's Friday, July 1st, 2022, and game version 1.2.24.10070. This updated last night. There was the update rolling out the newest season pass or battle pass or whatever it's called. This is the matchup management thing, and I'm going to try to be as quick as possible, but I'm going to have to come back and probably edit some things and fast forward through some things because there's going to be a grind here. Why am I doing this again? It's because a lot of people had problems with matchups during Alliance season, and I'm wanting to show a little bit about how you can manage what your matchups look like. So during the last video, which was yesterday, I had 187 tags in the Silver League, and today I have 259 tags. So it looks like I've picked up a couple of tags from attacks also, but I did the math earlier before the attacks happened, and there was around 42, 47 tags that I picked up myself via alliance attacks, or rather regular raids, not alliance season. And I did something that caused, and I was facing defense ratings of 0 to around 16. Very easy attacks, mindless attacks, like half checked in, not even half checked in. And then I did something to cause that to jump up. And if I go over here to the war and go to raid, you will see that I'm now facing a 64. And I will go into a little while later why exactly that jumped. What I want to talk about first is a little more pressing. Let me grab these real fast. And the whole goal is that whether you're if you're struggling in Alliance season, you don't want to have to be in the scenario of struggling to get 1 or 2 stars on the Alliance season raids, and then turning around and struggling to get 1 or 2 stars within your league to pick up enough stars to get some additional raids to make a good performance of everything. So if we look at that, right now silver, and I am right inside of the upgrade territories here with 259. Well, we saw that in the other place as well, but that kind of shows you where I am. Again, we have 4 days left. I don't care one way or the other. I'm not managing to that right now. What I'm managing to is what I am being faced with. So let's go in and take a look at how to manage this. First of all, we have 2 legendaries, and don't even bother clicking next. Don't waste your buttons. Don't use a tank. Move out. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scan ahead. All right, so we have 2 traps, big deal, whatever. And these mercs are going to really screw up my vehicle real fast. This is going to be a really quick match. This is good. This rating, could I beat it? Yes. Would it require a lot of my time? Absolutely. It would require a lot of my attention. And that is not something I want to do. I do not want to be mired down unless I'm making a push on purpose. What I am looking for is vets. Because if there are any vets back there, I'm going to throw a flame down and then missile them, because I'm going to try to ease it up for the next guy. Okay, look, so we're almost done here. This is taking around, well, probably less than a minute. Boom. All right, of note now. Negative 14 tags. All right, so let's take a look at what I'm matched up with next. I'm now to 55. That actually was a fairly big drop. I'm not even going to hit next. I'm not going to waste 75 gold. I'm full on gold right now. I don't need gold right now. I'm a rich maxed 6 right now. I'm about to be a very poor 7, but that's a conversation for another day. So I'm immediately going to hit loadout and hit it again. And this is probably some of the things that I'm going to have to kind of skip through. But I want to show where if you look forward, if you scan forward, this guy is pretty interesting. He's got like a 12 anti-tank, but some really shoddy defensive buildings. Look at all these guys coming out, the machine gunners. They're going to end this really fast. It's going to take just a second for them to get there, and then when they do, we'll be moving on. So I know you guys, this is a grind, it's boring, but I'm going to bring it all together in the end and tell you how you can skip this part for the vast majority of your gameplay. All right, so done. So remember, I was at 187 before on tags. I got another 14 down. It's my second 14, so that's 28 down from where I was. And now I'm at 231. I'm still actually hanging in there. Another 2 times and I'll be out of the upgrade. I'm not even worried about that right now. Don't want to upgrade. It's pointless. It's irrelevant to my game. 29, boom. All right, so we just dropped. We dropped from the 60s to 29. Right here, I'm going to scan forward because there's a weird thing that happens in this game where when you're logged on, it sets you up with a finite match number of people. I do not know the number. I do not know the way that they do it. However, I do know that there is a predetermined match level, and then there is something that you can do that can cause that to deviate, that can cause that to reset. Now, what I don't want to do here is I don't want to skip that because my next one will be higher. Almost guaranteed, because I'm still in that same queue. Is sensing that I'm struggling, so it's throwing me a bone, a 29. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to fail again real fast. They're trying to fill me out, saying, hey, where are you? We sense something's not going right. All right, let's take a look forward. The 29, I mean, gosh, they do have some 12 bunkers there, which is nice. But no vets lined up that side, and the vets seem pretty hammered right now. Okay, this one's going to take a lot longer and will probably be sped through unless this video ends up being a lot shorter than I think it is. Yeah, we've only got grins, and this would be a super easy smash. I could probably just deploy by grunts and blaze through this, but that's not where we are right now. We are wanting to manage our matchups, taking it from the 60s into, say, 30 and below, to where you don't even have to think about what you're doing. You're just like refilling troops, not even paying attention. All right, so there we go. Another 14 down. Sometimes you lose 17, sometimes you lose 14, sometimes you lose 11, and then sometimes you don't lose anything for some reason. Go back. Let's take a look at what we get matched up with. All right, 16. All right, now this is good. If it were higher, I would know that there was still more to burn in my queue that I needed to work through that was still stacked against me from the winning streak that I went on yesterday that led me to have that 60-something defense rating matchup that I presented at the first of this video. Now that I'm seeing 16 after a 20 something, I'm like, okay, we're starting to get into a string of lower defense ratings, which is a good thing. I'm going to hit next. 0. Boom, we're in it. Now, I don't have to show you how easily I can march through a 0 defense rating. I will probably do a supplemental video that shows how many of these low defense ratings I can get in a string, because it's going to be many. It's going to max out all of my gold and all of my ammo and let me do what I need to do. And what I was holding back on saying is that what causes it to jump is when you go offline. If you go offline, right, you can run this now. Well, I mean, there's no point. We can just go ahead and hit next, next, next. 2, 10, 13, 15, 0. Again, the queue is set. There are lots and lots of available attacks here. And what the system does that I've been able to discern is it will let you play your game based on what you demonstrated and bringing down another bracket and resetting your future queue. And it will keep that queue static as long as you stay online. However, as soon as you log off or let the game time out or whatever, you come back, it is going to read your new status, and it's going to read everybody else's new statuses, and it's going to assign you new rankings for your queue of raids, which in turn is going to jump up those defense ratings rapidly. So the point is, come in ready to battle, come in with your fuel filled up and your reserves to be able to peel off as many as possible, and know that you may need to intentionally lose some battles to get your defense rating matchups low enough that when you get back online, it's not just a total crap show, or be prepared to do it during your next login. I went from 60s to 0 within maybe 5 minutes? I don't know. I'm not keeping the time here, but that is matchup management. And when there's something that happens just before Alliance season that it reads your attacks, it reads your matchups right before the Alliance season starts, and that will dictate your first 3 matches. You never want to log off prior to the reset for the next day of new matches with a winning history. Burn some intentional losses, bring your matchup defense rating down to ridiculously low. The next day when you wake up, you will have very, very easy matches. Now, I say all this, there was just a major update last night. Maybe they're fixing some of this, but I'm telling you the way I play easy. I don't like being stressed out. I don't push things. Next time there's going to be a video on how to manage the defend wars, the prison wars, and the zombie wars. Those are also very easy to manage as well in a totally different way. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Have a good night.